A friend of mine in Los Angeles has a very precocious 7-year-old daughter who had been begging him to buy her a telescope for some time, and he finally did. So he was out in the backyard with her on a full moon night, and he fixed the telescope on the moon such that the moon actually took up the whole picture. So she looked into it, and it just blew her mind. And she noticed that there were clouds. And she said, "Look, the moon's moving behind the clouds." And he said, "No, actually, the clouds are moving in front of the moon. The clouds are much closer." So he's explaining this to her, and they weren't looking at this point. And when she looks back, the moon had moved and was halfway out of the picture. So this really amazed her. So now her father started explaining that the moon was rotating around the earth, was orbiting, and that the earth was orbiting around the sun. And she stood there and looked into the sky for a minute, and she looked back at her father, and she said, "Oh my God, we're in space." Her father said he fell over laughing. That marvelous recognition is something akin to the marvelous recognition that we call realization, which is that our awareness is that vast spaciousness itself. We can instantaneously recognize, oh my God, we are space. That this awareness is unbounded. So rather than fixing the attention, collapsing the attention on this little entity, and thinking that it's just moving around on this mound of dirt, our sense of beingness expands as though the lens has widened, you could say. This presence, as my teacher used to say, can you find any limit to it right now? Can you measure it in any way? Does it have breadth, height, depth? No limit. So we let it float free. We let our awareness just float free in this spaciousness. And all is well. Like one of the great Chan masters, the third Zen patriarch, he said, the way is perfect, like vast space, where nothing is lacking and nothing is in excess. Float free in this way that is perfect, where nothing is lacking and nothing is in excess.